Department of Education issues final warning to Maine on trans athlete ban. This is Paul Boy of Breitbart reporting. The U.S. Department of Education has issued a final warning to Maine so that it complies with President Donald Trump's ban on transgender athletes in women's sports. The Department of Education, DOE, sent a letter to the Maine Department of Education on Monday advising that the state has until April 11th to meet President Trump's executive order, which called to rewrite federal Title IX education rules to withhold federal funds from schools that allow transgender athletes to play as females. The Maine Department of Education's indifference to its past, current, and future female athletes is astonishing. By refusing to comply with the Title IX, MDOE allows, indeed encourages, male competitors to threaten the safety of female athletes, wrongfully obtain girls' hard-earned accolades, and deny females equal opportunity in educational activities to which they are guaranteed under Title IX, the letter said. Right? All pretty obvious points, right, gentlemen? Yeah. Under prior administration's enforcement was an illusionary proposition no more. The Trump-McMahon Education Department is moving quickly to ensure that federal funds no longer support patently illegal practices that harm women and girls, it added. As Breitbart News reported last week, the Department of Health and Human Services announced that Maine violated federal civil rights laws by allowing males to play on female sports teams. And, well, it's down to the wire for them. Either they comply on April 11th or they get their federal fund pulled, which is going to kill them.
And you know what's interesting, Slick? There was an ACLU lawyer, real quick clip for you if you want it.
Sure.
Talking just about this and saying there are no cases, Slick, no matter what you and I say or what we see for ourselves in real life, no cases of men in women's sports, believe it or not. Here, check this out. Cut number 11.
Hard to believe.
ACLU lawyer says that exact thing. Cut 11.
The policies that are claiming that transgender women in sports are men are wrong. The president is lying when he says that there are men impersonating women and participating in women's sports. There are no examples of men impersonating women that I am aware of, and it is incorrect to refer to transgender women and girls as men and boys.
There you go.
Wow, I was wondering what Barat was doing these days.
Wondering who his hairstylist is.
Who's the guy who's the guy he was talking to who's just sitting there silent, listening to this nonsense?
I think he was just stunned at the
his name is Common Sense. That's a wrap in sports, Big D. Back to you. Thank you, Rick.